I'm using AI as a voiceover to protect myself. Welcome to where we open the can of worms. On the most difficult stories to cover, starting with the incredible allegations that Barack Obama is really Osama bin Laden. How could this even happen? They say the truth is way more out there than any fictional story. Let's see if we can prove this story is legit, or can it be debunked? Let's go for a wild ride back to the 2000s and uncover the truth behind this insane story. The truth is out there if you dare to seek. As Dick Cheney and his circus of clowns and puppets that all bow to the owl try very hard to suppress this information. So how could all this happen? How could the world's most wanted man become the President of the United States? We will pick up the events. The night before 9/11, George Bush Sr. had dinner with Mohammed bin Laden, the father of Osama bin Laden. To put in simple words, George said to Mohammed, "We need a fall guy to become the face of terror, and we would like to thank your son for that position." As expected, Mohammed was furious. George then mentioned that he has been paid well as a CIA operative, and the government is prepared to pay what he wants. Mohammed then used his cell phone to call his son. After a brief conversation, Mohammed hung up. Mohammed then looked up and said to George, with raised eyebrows, and said, in a firm voice, "My son will only agree if he becomes the President of the USA." The room was silent. Then George called over a secret agent and whispered something into his ear. The agent then left the room. He then came back a few moments later, nodding his head in a yes motion. George Bush Sr. then looked into the eyes of Mohammed bin Laden and said, "Okay, we have a deal. There is plenty of evidence online to back this up. There are plenty of hip-hop bands, like Rage Against the Machine or Immortal Technique, whose lyrics point out clearly what's going on. For the elite, that challenge is right up their alley." So the next morning, as the world mourns the loss of thousands of people, the elite prepare for the next part of their evil plans, putting a face to terror, whilst at the same time reconstructing the face for the next president. Coincidentally, and without digging too deep, Obama signed the taking out of bin Laden. You can find that Obama wears a Muslim wedding ring. But is all this true? The truth is, the people of the world will never know the full extent of the cover-ups. As all government cover-ups go, they always leave more questions than answers, leaving the critics to attack. If anyone speaks out against the elite, is taken out. So in saying all that, do I believe that Obama is Osama? These days, I wouldn't be shocked. It's a bit like Neil Armstrong. If you were to spell his name backwards being Neil A, we get alien, again coincidentally in another alleged conspiracy. So, did the dinner ever take place? We will never truly know, but being the foundation of what's been mentioned in this video and the rabbit hole it sent me down. But there is an answer to seek the truth. Collecting DNA from any bin Laden family member and matching Obama's DNA will certainly confirm or debunk whether the most wanted man in the world, Osama bin Laden, is actually Barack Obama. Please comment your thoughts on this topic. I'd be interested to hear what you think. Hope you enjoyed the first video of Can of Worms. I'm trying to monetize my channel. A subscribe and like will help heaps. Thanks for watching to the end.